Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Vols will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bringing it out. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Powell. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Harrison. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's picked off. That's number 10. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Trying to take it back. Out of bounds, right to the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Broken up, incompleted, nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And the Vols have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Trying to surge it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially at
the Sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Overton. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the 1st down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Finds his man. It's Wiley. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time.
It's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Extending the play. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown ball. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, the running back has it. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Powell. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Georgia going up tempo. The give to the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Well, this running back has been the only guy who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Looking down the left side. It's caught downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
That's a big-time completion. And guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback gets it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting and come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get it.
Turning it on! Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Release to the back. It's complete. Oh, what a move to get open. Ernie on the Jets. Touchdown, Volunteer. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he's going to try to return this one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Right back to the well. Picks up the first down, still moving. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Running to the left. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Taylor. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Complete. See the wideout. Picks up 9. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Vols with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They're down to the 20, first and 10. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
Man, it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
And the Volunteers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll try it over the left side. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up second and 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off further. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking. on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Wiley.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Back to throw time running short in the half. He throws into the middle of the field. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a man. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. He's got it along the sideline. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollack played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
washed up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Vols line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The run from the shotgun. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught in the backfield. It's Overton. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Dogs want to pick up the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Complete to the left. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some...
Touchdown, Dogs! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I'm
going to take a shot at this DB. Snags it at the 30 and still running. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. And here they come almost all the way back.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Steps away to find some room. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Wide receiver going in motion. Second and 10, he'll throw again. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Loss of 7 yards on the play. Number 11 in formation to kick it away.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. Finds a little space.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Dogs can really attack on this second and short. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Give to the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4.
And it's nice to be an offensive coordinator and go, all right, run it. Like, run it again. Run it again. 5 straight runs, moving the sticks, all easy, high percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage up front.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The give to the left. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Going to swing it on second down. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And imagine the defense in this scenario. Right? You're up by 1 possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! This is He's like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Every play magnified in the fourth quarter, and you just get the thing tied up, and the kickoff goes out of bounds to give up field position. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. Starts a drive trying to go up top. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Got his man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Working that left side now. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Volunteers look to keep this drive humming. Give to the back. Good enough for the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. First down, 10 yards to go. Might as well give it to him again. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown ball. They move on top here on the 4th. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Ohio State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, they're after him. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, get some positive yards.
There he goes. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. He'll pull it down. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down. Stops the clock and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
It's money time, and my quarterback's got to come through, and boy, does he ever. It wasn't with his arm this time, but with his legs. You don't account for his legs? Look at this. Scramble around, get outside the pocket, make something happen, and make the heads-up play to stop the clock by stepping out of bounds.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready in the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's a good job by this defense. And the 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Here comes the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've put themselves in prime position right here, Jesse, to have a chance to win the game.
So how about this offensive line, David? Can they get some push? Because you're expecting them now to run the football to help the kickoff.
You're in a great situation. You're not in a rush. You don't have to hurry up. You know what you need to go out here, lead the clock, and kick the game-winning field goal.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Looking for more room. this offense. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Makes the grab on the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Big guy smells it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's got great speed. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Wants to go up top on first down. Soft spot in the middle. Timeout is called with just a single second left. This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over. How much fun was that? And you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.